Hey guys, Trevor here. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 hidden features on your iPhone that I'm sure you're not currently using that will level up and boost your iPhone capabilities. So let's jump right in. The first thing I'm going to show you how to do is a couple of tricks in your Messages app. So open up the Messages app. And let's first just start a conversation with somebody. You can see I'm just chatting with myself. Let's say I'm starting to type something. Hi, how are you? But I meant to say, hi, Trevor, how are you? Instead of fumbling around to get my fingers, which inevitably are too thick and I don't tap at the right location, I can always go to the exact spot that I want to by using the space bar. Now, you probably have already noticed if you double tap the space bar, it will add a period so that you can go on to the next sentence. However, you probably didn't know if you tap and hold on the space bar, you can see everything goes gray. And now I can just move my finger wherever I want it to go. Let's say right there. Now I can type in, hi, Trevor, how are you? Just like that, I've added a cool feature that you can navigate around. Now, another thing that you might want to do, let's say instead of typing something out, you can handwrite messages in the Messages app. However, to do this, you need to have your phone in landscape mode. So if I switch it over to landscape mode here, you'll be able to see at the very bottom right is a little cursive icon that wasn't there before. So I can tap on that. Now at the bottom it says, hello, thank you, just some basically predefined ones. But I can handwrite something like, love you. If I'm sending a message to my mom or my dad or my spouse or kid or something like that, and then just hit done. And just like that, in my own handwriting, I have added that in and I can hit the send button. And let me orient this the right way. Just like that, you'll be able to see I have sent that message in my own handwriting. A pretty cool feature. Now let's move on to the next feature. The next thing I want to show you is how to easily scan documents without needing a printer. You can professionally scan them on your iPhone. So I would recommend swiping all the way over to the app library. And in the app library, we're going to search for the Files app and open it up. This is where all of the files are stored on your iPhone, and you can scan a document and save it in here. So I'm going to tap on my iPhone because I wanted to save it in here. And then at the very top right, I'm going to tap on those 3 dots. You can see scan documents here. I can tap on that and it pops up with this screen. Keep in mind, you can do this in the Notes app, but I find it a bit easier to do in the Files app because then you can just save it in the files as a PDF. So I'm going to lift my phone up a bit and I have my diary here. So I'm just going to position my diary just like that. And as soon as it captures the entire diary, you'll be able to see at the bottom left, there is the diary that it is scanned. I can tap on it and you'll be able to see it does a fantastic job of cropping out everything, making everything super straight and even. So you can see at the bottom left, I can choose to adjust it. If it's not quite right, I can adjust the crop or I can adjust the filters, rotate it, etc. Now, let's say I'm ready to go. I'll hit the back button and then just hit the check mark at the top right. And just like that, you can see it has a scanned document and then I can just hit save. If I press and hold on this now, I can hit the share button to email it to myself or to print it out or anything like that. And on here, if I hit get info, you'll be able to see it is a PDF document. So it automatically scans this and saves it as a PDF document on your phone. No need for an external printer. Now, before I move on to the next feature, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out to be able to provide all of this content completely free to you. It doesn't take you too much time, but just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Now, the next step I want to walk you through is if you swipe down from the top right, you'll be able to see here's the control center. Now, a cool feature in the control center is that you can add ambient music while you sleep or basically while you're studying, anything like that. You don't need a third-party app to be able to do this. It's built into your phone. So I'm going to tap and hold towards the bottom, or you can tap the plus at the top left and then hit add control. All we need to do from here is search. I'm going to search for ambient. And here you can see sleep, chill, productivity, well-being. These are all just built into your iPhone. You don't need a third-party app. You don't need to pay for these. And let's say I tap on the sleep option here and then tap out of it. All I need to do is toggle this on. And just like that, if I turn, let me turn that back on. If I turn the volume up, you'll be able to see just like that, it starts to play ambient music in the background that helps me sleep. A really cool and neat feature that is just built into your iPhone. Now, the next thing that I want to show you is the search functionality on your phone. You probably have already noticed that you can swipe down and it pops up with the search bar. Now, you can search for apps or text messages or photos, all of that stuff. You probably already know that, but you can also do simple calculations and conversions in here. Let's say I wanted to convert 10 ounces to pounds. All I need to do is type it in, 10 ounces to pounds, or LBS, and it will say, all right, that's 0.62 pounds. You can also do the same thing if you wanted to just type in something like 10 minus 10. You'll be able to see it is 0. Now, let's open up the calculator because I'll show you a cool feature in the calculator that adds on a little bit more to this. So let's hop out here and in the app library, search for the calculator and open it up. Now on here, you can see, of course, I can do 10 plus 10 and it'll give me the result. A brand new feature at the top left is that clock icon. I can tap on it and now it will show me all of my past calculations that it can quickly and easily just go back to these to be able to see what they are and to go back, and I can tap on it and it will reappear on my calculator. Now, the next thing I want to show you is a cool tip to be able to share your Wi-Fi with another iPhone or even an Android phone. If you want to share it with them, you don't even have to give them the password to your Wi-Fi to share it. To do this, we're going to head into the Settings app on your iPhone, and then let's tap on Wi-Fi, and there is my Wi-Fi network. I'm going to tap on the little I right next to it. And now from here, you'll be able to see here is the password. Now I can tap on it to reveal that password and share it with somebody. However, if I didn't want to go through the process of actually giving them my password, I can also just share a QR code of this network. To be able to do that, let's instead of that, open up the app library and we're going to search for the passwords app and tap on it. Now I'll use my Face ID to unlock this. And you'll be able to see there is Wi-Fi. All I need to do is tap on Wi-Fi and then tap on my network here. And now I can hit Show Network QR Code, and it will provide a QR code that I can just have anybody else with an iPhone or an Android scan this, and they'll immediately connect to my network. You can also see at the top right is that little share icon. I can tap on that, and from here, I can text that to anybody else. I can even email it if I wanted to, and essentially that will give them access to that Wi-Fi network without actually sharing the password if you don't want to have that accessible to everyone. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you is a cool feature to remove ads on any website. So let's open up a web browser here, and let's say I wanted to go to ESPN. And from here, you'll be able to see it pops up with ads. And maybe I'm reading an article and I don't like an ad. All I need to do at the very bottom is to tap on those little squares and lines. And now from here, you can see hide distracting items. Just tap on that and it will say select an item. All I need to do is tap on the ad and then tap on hide. Just like that, I can go through the entire list on a website. If there's that really distracting pop-up ad that you really don't like, again, just tap on that and then hide it. You can also do that for anything else. You can tap on, for instance, this and hit hide. If you don't like anything on a website, you can just essentially hide it, tap the little check mark, and then you're good to go. You can continue to see this. Keep in mind, if you do refresh that page, it a lot of times will automatically default by hiding those items. Again, you can always choose to reveal them down the road if you wanted to. Hope this helps. If it did, again, if you hit the like and subscribe button down below, it really helps me out. Thanks, guys.